Hi, it's Dana Horochowski. It's Canadastreetnews.com. I'm going to give you the rundown from April the 1st to the 7th, 2010, off Canadastreetnews.com. Please go there for detailed information. The link is on the side of your YouTube. Okay, Hopi Elder Prophecy I put up there. It is about do you know your water, do you know your land, do you know your people? Time to get with your community, time to be loving and nice with your neighbors. Because there's a river flowing downstream and it's flowing very fast. And if you hold on to your materialistic stuff in this world, you're going to lose everything and probably be ripped apart by the river as it flows downstream. So what the Hopis are telling you to do is let go of the bank, let go of everything that's happening now, because there's a lot of changes coming through, and flow down with the river and meet us in the middle so that we can have a community. And the community has been built. Please go to Canadastreetnews.com. There's a whole bunch of new community currency websites that are there that you can start learning from, start fixing your community up with, because they are beneficial and everybody can do it. You don't even need to read. You just learn how to watch a video and start bartering and trading on a community currency that you guys like in your community, and then we will link up later with stuff that we might want from your community and barter and trade that way. Okay? That's how we're going to get away from this mark of the beast, microchipping, global enslavement. So what the Hopis are saying is that if you follow the spiritual path and not the way of the materialism, we will meet in the middle and we're going to have an earth party. It's going to be spiritual. We'll realize that we're all one. It all comes from the energy from within, and it's a love vibration, okay? So that's what that Hopi prophecy goes into. Next part of April 1st to the 7th is the Illuminati, Al-Qaeda seems to be targeting Moscow. There's some earthquakes also going on where there's violence going on the top. There's a lot of earth shaking underneath, so those earthquakes are going to cause more earthquakes. They're going to set off a lot of volcanoes. There's one in Italy that's about to blow underground near Rome. So it's in the water. So if that falls apart in the water, Sicily, that whole bottom part of southern Italy is gone. And that's also in one of the prophecies that something in southern Europe is going to go underwater. So maybe the mafia will wake up then and start going the wampum way with us. So it's all about goodies and baddies, and we trade with people that we love. It's not about killing, reptilians and or things. It's about self-defense. We are going on a non-compliant global community cooperative. We are not going to be worried about this beast system and try to get into this enslavement that they're all trying to get us into. Sheep will herd us into FEMA camps and depopulate us. So we're going to go with this option number 2. We're going the wampum way. We're not getting microchipped. We're going to barter and trade, even if it means that we don't use money anymore, which is a good thing, because we're going to run around eating naked. We don't have any pockets to put them in anyway. So it's all going to be, we're going back to the ways of the earth, going back to the ways of learning how to love one another and share. Those that don't learn will get stuck in 3D, and that's also on that page. It's called, what's the title? Cosmic Awareness. So it'll talk about the New World Order alien connection and how the reptilian Dracos 3D will be trapped. I think it's about 2012 that we meet that photon belt. And we split off. The 5Ds are the spiritual ones, that 8th fire prophecy, the Anishinaabe talk about, which is all of us. It's not just the reds or the blacks or the whites getting saved. It's the Creator created us all. So it's the good ones that learn how to behave themselves and love one another. Obviously, they're going to survive. The ones that are going to go into bloodshed and kill each other off, obviously, they're going to kill each other off. What's left? The goodies that survive and learn how to take care of the planet. That's always the way it is. So in the end, let's hopefully we don't go through this Book of Revelation, Marduk, Ra, Vatican plot, and we just go right into Eden. That's my game plan. So wake up, everybody, and let's change the ending, because we can. This is a game, this is a show, and it's all about us to change the ending. So Al-Qaeda, the Illuminati's trained Al-Qaeda. They could be Muslims on the top, but in the meantime, they're getting paid by Lucifer's minions, Satan's minions, whatever. Lucifer's, sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but Ea Anki is Lucifer, according to Mormons, but Marduk Ra came in and kicked everybody out and called himself the one and only sun god and changed everything. So that's when I'm talking about this Marduk Ra, Lucifer. This is the guy who's supposed to be coordinating the Illuminati faction. Anyway, Okay, back on off my tangent. So that's on April the 1st to the 7th. Wild weather, volcanoes. Remember, that's going to set off. There's some crazy volcanoes in Baja, California, Mexico, which is the border. It was also prophesied that that's supposed to go underwater and a couple of islands left over. So somebody underneath the ground is shaking that thing like crazy. First there was a 6.9 earthquake, 6 and 9, and then you had a 7.2, 7 plus 2 is 9. So that was on the April the 4th, which was Easter weekend, the goddess of fertility with the eggs and the bunnies running around. So that was on that day, and then it started shaking, so they're up to something on that coast. Also, Nassar is trying to take down that whole coast and then try to save you with a bunch of alien agendas. So take a look at that. That's that god Aton. That's the solar cult piece of garbage. That's also Sanat Kumra, Satan, you can call him that. But I think that this is the entity that was banished into the hollow earth and then created a whole bunch of, kicked all the children of the feather up to the surface. So I'm just I have a lot to talk about. I've been learning a lot and I haven't talked to you guys for a long time. So let me just purge this, and you can either shut me off or go to that page and try to figure out what the hell I'm saying. Anyway, okay, so that's on there. We're going to 3rd or 5th density. If you're good, you go to 5D, you go into vibration of light. According to, I think it was Alex Collier, he said that we are in 4D right now, because we are in time. Time is a 4th dimensional thing. And if it's not Alex Collier, I'll let you know later who said that. But we go into 5D, we go into a vibration of light. So you need to be living off light, so we won't be eating flesh anymore. That means people that eat cows and chickens and feed off other flesh, entities for life force energy, you'll use light. So the ones that don't learn it, stay in 3D, and Supreme David Rockefeller is going to microchip you and have his way with you. So wake up and join the Earth Party. Anyway, Benny Hinn is a Knights Templar agent. You can see him. He's got a video there with him giving people heroin to snort. In Jesus' name, yeah, right. Okay, and then there's a Dangers in Food playlist with aspartame and MSG and all the vaccinations and all the other things that the baddies are putting into your body to keep you enslaved, mind-controlled, and in that mind-controlled matrix that you are currently in now, in that little fog that I'm talking you through. Okay, so there's a new paradigm, and go see it. Check out daisydishes.info, gardengurus.info, freeenergy.info, or aguaoriginals.info for your starter, for your spring session, for your community currency startup. If you're the leader for your community, it's bottoms up. So you can't have a dictator. If you want your own freedom and sovereignty, you have to earn it. So go to those pages, learn how to do things from seed to service. Don't rely on Walmart or Canadian Tire to save you, or whatever. Don't mean to pick on those guys, but they seem to be, the rich guys that don't need much. So what I'm saying is that we can buy and sell, teach and learn from each other, and use our own wampum, community currency, whatever you want to call it. But in your community, you create your own rules, constitutions. You are a republic. Remember, America. If you don't recall, Washington, United States of America is Washington. So that is just Washington. You, the states, are republics. So kick those little pedophile murderers out of your business in your life and take back your power. And I'm telling you right now, through Junior Genius International Schools, if we go together as a global community cooperative, buying and selling amongst each other, we take their money system away from them, we tell them to learn how to grow a tomato, and maybe we'll buy and sell from them. But the best way to do it is tank their money system. It leaves them powerless, and it's done. So I'm off. I'll be in sections teaching kids to read, garden, or other things, but I'm going to finish the summary. That's 1st to the 7th, and I'm almost out of time. Don't mean to distract you with anything else, but just to go through those sections and spend some time with that. I've also listed some martyrs for the underground resistance, those guys that died for us in order to warn us about these baddies that are on our planet that are trying to enslave humanity. And so go take a look at that section. A lot of good stuff. I can't do it service and justice, but remember, the stocks are up, the dollar's up, unemployment's up, gold is up right now. You see the earth changes. They're already saying that Greece, the economy is collapsing in Greece. And and then they're also saying in yesterday's news in Canada, how much time do I have? Yesterday's news in Canada that people are taking their money out of the banks because they don't trust the currency. So that's a warning that shit's going to happen soon. Love you all. Be prepared, and I'll see you in the revolution. Namaste.